Once you sit on the foam roller, lay back so that your head, back, and hips are on the foam roller. You want to lift your hips up so that they come back down onto your sacrum and not your tailbone. Pulling your rib cage down so that your rib cage is nice and tight and that your core is tight. And now you are in the correct position with your head elongated, the full spine on the foam roller, ready to go. From the sitting position on the tube, go ahead and lie back. Grasping the bottom of the tube, go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out and lower the rib cage. Lying flat on the tube, go ahead and turn your head left and rotate your body to the right. And back center. Rotate your head to the right and your body to the left, and back center. Lying on the tube from the A position. Breathe in, breathe out. Rotate the head to the left and the body to the right. And hold this position. Back center. And rotate your head to the right, body to the left, and hold. And back center. From the A position, going to the W position. Rotate your head to the left, body to the right. Back center. Head to the right and body to the left. And back center. From the W position, extend your arms out to the T position. Hold this position and come back to center. From the W position, we go to the T position. Turning our head to the left, we will roll right. Back center. Turning our head to the right, we roll left. And back center. Moving from the T position into the Y position. Now scrubbing between the shoulder blades. Now scrub a little bit tighter scrub, just like this, with higher reach. Now back to T position, back to W, back to A, and grab the bottom of the tube. From the A position, sliding the right arm into internal rotation, popping the elbow out, taking the left hand, reaching behind the head, grabbing the base of the skull, turning the head to the left, tucking the chin, and now rolling the body to the left. And back. A position. Turn the right hand in, pop the elbow out, turn the head to the left, grab the back of the head, roll left, keeping the elbow down. And back to A position. Bringing the arms up in front of the chest to the ceiling. rolling to the left and reaching up, back center, to the right, back center, to the left, back center, and right. Traction position, A position, a little wider, W position, moving to T position, moving to overhead Y position, scrubbing, back to T position, back to W, back to A, back to traction, right hand into internal rotation, pop the elbow out a little bit, keep the hand flat, left hand behind the back of the head, turn the head to the left, roll the body to the left, keep the elbow on the ground, back center, roll left, back center. From the traction position, move the arms out to the A position, move the arms into the W position, hold still, arms out in T position, hold still, arms in Y position and begin scrubbing, back to T position, back to W, back to A position, and grab the bottom of the tube. From traction position, turn the head to the left, roll right, back center, roll left, back center, arms in A position, head to the right, roll left, back center, head to the left, roll right, back center, W position, head to the right, roll left, back center, head to the left, roll right, back center, T position, head to the right, roll left, back center, head to the left, roll right, back center, arms in Y position, begin scrubbing, back to T, back to W, back to A, back to traction. Hands are going to start at the side, slowly bringing them up directly through your body, above your head, near your ears, holding for 3 seconds, and going back down to the starting point, nice and slow. And you'll do this 10 times in a row. Go up again, nice slow controlled movement near the ears, back down, remembering to keep your core locked in. Once you've completed this 10 times, you're going to go into the Y. It's going to look like a martini glass. So you're going to start back, and go down. The Y, you'll start your hands at the hips, coming up to make it look like the bottom of a martini glass, and slowly coming out at the top of your martini. Come back up in the martini glass shape, down to the stem, and back down to the hips. One more time. Keeping the ribs pulled down. Bringing the arms from the hips up to where the shoulders are. Turn your thumbs out, rotating them down, making the shape of a martini glass. Coming back up the same way from the martini glass to the shoulder, turning back down, and bring them back down to the hips. Up to the shoulders. Turn your thumbs out, bring them down, and come up. And back down. So for the letter T, you'll start your hands down by your hips, face up, palms up, dragging them across the floor up to a T, stopping right at the shoulder line, not going above the shoulder line. From there, bring your hands up across the chest, and slowly bring them back down so that your palms are still face up, and slide them back down towards your hips. From there, slowly bringing them up, dragging your hands across the floor to the shoulder line. Then bring them up, palms towards each other. From that position, bring them back down to the shoulder line. Slide them on the floor to your hips. And starting at the bottom of the hips, slowly pull your elbows up off the ground towards the midline, making sure that the elbows and palms are facing the ceiling. Internally rotate the palms down towards the ground, keeping the elbows up towards the ceiling. Externally rotate back in that position so that your palms are up. And then bring your elbows down towards your sides. There's your W. Come back up to shoulder line. Keep the elbows up, hands back. Internally rotate the palms down. Keep that same position and bring your palms back up towards the ceiling. Don't drop the elbows. Now bring them back towards the body line to get the W. And line back on the tube. Base of the skull against the tube. Hands are on the tube, elbows are up. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the rib cage down. Turn the tube upwards towards the head. Now rock the tube back and forth, creating a nodding action of the head. Now turn the head to the right. Now rock the tube. Back center. To the left. Rock the tube. And back center. With the ramp technique, place the ramp at the level of the shoulder blade or slightly below it. Roll back onto the tube. Hands on the tube, elbows facing up. and roll the tube in the direction of the head, creating a nodding action of the head. Now scrub back and forth on the tube. And coming up to sitting again. And laying back against the tube, place the ball between the head and the tube. Roll the tube back and forth. Now turn the head to the right and roll the tube again up and down. And turn the head to the left and again roll the tube up and down. And go ahead and come up. Now using the ramp technique, go ahead and roll back. Place the ball at the base of the skull. Roll back and forth. And back center, and then turn the head right and left. And to the left. And rock the tube. Grab the ball with the right hand and come up. Now lying on the left side, go ahead and lift the ribs up. Bottom arm straight out. Now traction the tube up towards the head. Rock back and forth with the tube. Hold the tube. Now turn the head relative to the tube. And rock back and forth. And back to start. Now with the ball behind the ear against the tube, rock back and forth. Now turn the head more towards the outside and continue rocking back and forth. With the ball between the shoulder and the tube, slowly rock the tube up and down. And keep pressure on that tube. Now from the opposite side, make sure to keep pressure between the tube and the shoulder and slowly rock the tube up and down. Now placing the ball between the floor and the shoulder blades, extend the left arm towards the ceiling and rock to the left and to the right. Keep pressure between the back and the ball and keep rocking left and right. And come on up. With the right arm extended, place the ball underneath the armpit and rock forward and back. You can also place the ball underneath the arm and repeat the same motion. Now placing the tube under the arm, go ahead and roll forward and back. Now roll back and forth. And now stop. And now place it underneath your elbow. And roll back and forth. From the sitting position, go ahead and lie back. And rotate back and forth. Now moving the hands towards the thighs. And continuing the scrubbing motion. And returning back to the sitting position. Now turn to the left, reach the hand down on the ground, bring the left foot to the knee. Go ahead and grab your knee, pull your knee in, and rotate up and down. Now go ahead and scrub back and forth. And finished. Turning, reaching with the hand. Now stepping over the foot with the right foot and rotating up and down. Switching to the mid position. Rotate up. Now going to the knee position, rotating up and down. And return back to sitting position. From sitting position, turn to the left. Step over, bring the knee to the ground, and rotate forward and back. Move the tube slightly down the leg, and rotate front and back. And bring the tube down towards the knee. And return back to the sitting position. Reaching over, stepping over, and rotating up and down. Now move the tube to the middle of the thigh. Now moving the tube down towards the knee. Tube to rotate. And back to start position. Rolling onto the tube and rotating back and forth. Moving the tube closer to the knee. Continue rotating back and forth. And now underneath the knee, and straighten the leg slightly. Continue rotating back. Foam rolling the hamstrings. Continue moving back and forth. Moving the foam roller down the leg towards the knees. Continue rotating back and forth. And scrubbing the calves. Toe point at the top. And step over and continue scrubbing. Weights on the front of the shin. Continue a rolling motion. Pull the toes back towards you. And point the toes. And go slightly oblique. Here we're scrubbing the inside of the calf muscle, and keep it closer to the knee. Pull the toes back and forth. Move the tube down close to the bottom of the calf, and continue moving back and forth. Here we're showing the 5 lines of the foot extending from the heel to each toe, in which the massage ball will roll from heel to toe. And rotate from heel to toe. And keep moving the ball forward and back underneath the foot. And rotate towards the outside. And scrubbing sideways. And follow the model of the foot with the ball. And continue on the inside edge. Rolling side to side. Keep rolling back and forth in a fluid motion. Point the toes. And continue rolling back and forth. Externally rotate the foot and internally rotate the foot. Now increase pressure by putting the weight of the other leg on it. Try to keep the weight of the heel right over the ball. This will amplify the effects of the technique. So rolling side to side. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Now increase pressure by putting the weight of the other leg on it. And keep the heel right over the ball. The weight of the foot will amplify the effects of the technique. Keeping the ball behind the knee, rotate laterally, left and right. Keep that heel above the ball. Keeping the ball inside the leg, rotate forward and back. And keeping the ball on the outside of the leg, keep pressure on it, and pushing forward and back. Keeping the ball on the outside of the shin, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, and continue rotating. This time sitting on the ball. Continue rotating forward and back, keeping moving pressure.